Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. So, we have finally done it. The long-awaited assault on the final level 1 boss is here. We've got a level 2 crew that should be capable of doing this. I would have liked Pekoth to be taking part in all of this, but without him, I think things will still be okay. Effectively, Bercy has ended up taking his spot. I think I would have probably have done something with like Leper, Man-at-Arms, Houndmaster, Occultist. But these guys should be fine. The Blight in the Warrens might not be as strong as I would otherwise want it. The alternative might be to bring in Lovett. But honestly, I don't feel like the Jester is quite as strong. Battlefield Medicine will come in handy. I think this is going to be the crew that we bring in. Pop into the provisioning screen. Our lovely dog treat to greet us. And taking 2 full stacks of food. 1 stack of torches. And with like 2 of those, and then a full, holy water if we could do a buff before the boss. And I think I'm pretty okay with that.
My zeal for blood rituals and summoning rites had begun to ebb, as each attempt invariably brought only failure and disappointment. Progress was halting, and the rapidly accumulating surplus of wasted flesh had become burdensome.
Burdensome, he calls it. Okay, so this is another attempt at bringing something to this plane of existence that just ended up with a sort of misshapen duh. So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms to go. Boss should be in the farthest room, so we'll be able to ignore at least 6 other rooms, so about half of the dungeon. That's not too bad. Go ahead and embark. And a fight right off the bat. Okay. Let's quickly find out how this party fares. So... Go ahead and give Riposte a try.
A devastating blow.
I'm okay with that crit. Thank you very much. And... well, at least we repaid his blanket fire. Oh, man. I thought we were supposed to have increased the accuracy of those attacks. I thought we were going to be hitting things today. Oh, man. Alright, well, that was at least something. And at least Hound's Harry connected across the board and got bleed. We didn't manage to take anybody down in the first round, which is a little disappointing, truth be told. But he is going to die before he can do anything else. Really need that back row. Oh, man. Bercy, do not make me regret bringing you along. Let's see. I think another retribution. It'll bring him down to dead. And then... what else can we do? He needs 2 damage. I mean, the Hound's Harry will basically get everyone.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Kind of wasted some of the weakening attacks on these guys. Oh, that worked out very nicely. Thank you. And he could do a heal. And then this guy will get 1 more attack. But it'll be his last.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Alright. We took a little bit of a beating there, but nothing out of the reach of a single campfire for healing purposes, so I'm not too concerned just yet. Get up to this door, pop our torch, and then head inside. Well, I thought for just a moment it was an empty room. I got so excited too. Okay, Hound's Harry. Got the bleed on 2 of them. Get a little more damage there. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I think we're going to go ahead and focus on keeping our HP up here. It's easy to lose track of it early on and kind of let it get away from you. Well, the enemies are dodging a lot, but we are too. So I guess I can't complain too much. I'm not going to be able to hit that back line. I'm thinking maybe a rampart onto the Carrion Eater that hasn't acted yet. That'll actually take him completely out of the fight with the one stun, and then he'll bleed before he's able to attack again. So then we could do something similar. Oh wow, I did not actually expect that to get the kill. Not gonna complain though. Alright, 6, he's taken 5. Again, just a little bit shy of being able to do what I want here. That will take care of him.
A victory.
And then the Carrion Eater
turning point
is gonna munch on Vare. Alright. Ugh. Please stop trying to eat our occultist. He doesn't taste very good. He looks very scrawny. I mean, seriously, there's almost no meat on his bones. Rampart would kill him. I guess we just go ahead and do it.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
And then let's go ahead and get the anti-venom action. Oh, cool. Scouting. Do I want to go... No, I think with that reveal, I think I'm going to go straight down. Just to maybe avoid a fight that I don't need to have. Another bandage. Not incredibly useful just yet. And what are we doing on traps? 60... Disarm 100%. Alright. Ho-ho. Alright, our light level is a little bit down. Pop another torch, head inside. That was an empty room, which we already kind of knew going into that. And another one, awesome. I am A-okay with this being a very quiet stroll up to a boss fight. And, you know, maybe we'll have some snacks on the way. Everybody brought a juice box, and it'll be just fine. Okay. No scout that time. But hopefully another empty corridor. Maybe. Maybe. Torchlight. Okay. It was an empty corridor. Halt. I mean, there was a door. We were gonna stop. Oh, man. Okay. Lovely crits. Strike. 5 rounds, very cool. The query does falter. And... okay, let's see here. So he's going to be taking 4 per round at 9 and 9. Not quite enough. Stun of 50% with a base stun chance of 100. Not really great. Let's try this instead. I was actually hoping for the knockback more than anything to get him into the 3rd rank, which would expose him to the man-at-arms attacks in the future.
Prodigious
but
size alone
worked out okay.
The sharpened blade.
It has 1 away. Those are always the worst. The worst. I feel like I notice it, you know, that there's some observation bias going on there. But, man, just anytime I leave a guy with 1 HP, I'm so sad. So very sad. Well, let's try this. Okay, we did get the stun. I'm thinking that should totally work out to be a dead bloodletter before he can act again. We'll go ahead and get the heal on ourselves. Lovely. We could walk into this camp needing to do little more than buff our party. That would be A-okay by me. to 11. Down to 4. Oh, and doing 3. So we need 1 point of damage, which I'm pretty sure 12 is more than 1.
This expedition at least promises success.
Okay, we needed almost none of the provisions. Let's see here. I'm gonna say, do we want bus? Are bus an important thing to us? Maybe not. Not for 2. We'll go ahead and leave them behind. And then we're gonna make camp here.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
We need very little, but there's no reason not to feast. That puts us at full HP and 0 stress going into the boss battle. Wonderful, really. The tactics and weapons practice of our man-at-arms seem like a perfect complement. We'll get some extra dodge on everyone. He can then self-buff his own accuracy and damage. Let's see, our Houndmaster can unsurprise us. He can de-stress and heal people. Not things we really need. The plus damage, though. Let's do that. So we could Dark Strength. He has a 40% damage increase now. Amazing. Then we could try to de-stress him. Self-only. Therapy Dog. Yeah, why not? We'll just go ahead and take that stress right away. Soft Nuzzle. Oh. Okay. And time to rest up a little bit. Prepare yourselves, men and lady. We've got a new boss ahead of us. And an ambush in the night. We'll find out just how effective those buffs were. You guys just wandered into us, didn't you? Alright. A little bit of damage on the 3rd rank. Not the greatest thing in the world, but this should put him easily killable by the man-at-arms. A little bit of damage to the front row. Nice. And then extra nice. So the Carrion Eater is out of this one. All we've got to do is take down the Swine Chopper. And I'm thinking a Blackjack to the face is probably going to be able to do that. Okay. Solid damage. Down to 3. And he can't do anything to the first couple of ranks, really. Vulnerability Hex. Didn't do any damage. It's unfortunate. Could have gotten just a little. He needed literally 1 for him to bleed out prior to getting to act again. Any, like, self-buffs that we would find useful walking out of this fight? Probably not. He could defend. He can self-dodge. Yeah, probably not. Go ahead and just end it.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I think somebody needs to check the definition of trifling. The buffs that our party has seem to be working out nicely. We eliminated that fight without taking a single point of damage. Oh no. Our unmarred stress. Books. Hey, Mr. Occultist just couldn't resist reading the books. Does bring our torchlight down.
In Radiance, may we
Not the worst
find
thing in the world.
victory.
We'll go ahead and just spend the last one as well. We're going to need to clear out the inventory space anyway. Ugh. And we get our first look at the Inchoate Flesh. Oh my god. Look at the little mouths. The little choppy mouths. Oh my god. And the blinky eyes. Everything about this is wrong. Okay. First thing I'm noticing, that protection stat. Yeesh. So 3 of them have 70% protection, 1 has 50. I guess the one with 50 is what we're taking on. 8. Okay. Oh, and it shares a giant health bar. Okay. So yeah, so this is the spot least defended, but I can at least
Well struck.
hit 2 of the spots for 3 damage total. Okay. What do you look like? Bleed and Blight. Blight resist is fairly low. Okay. Maybe a Plague Grenade is useful. It did get the double Blight, so is he going to take 6 damage a turn from that? That's huge, right? Okay, fair enough. We'll go ahead and down our Dog Biscuit right away. And then, what is this? Just Eldritch, not a beast. Unfortunate. Hound's Rush to bleed across the whole thing. Yeah, I guess that attack was really ugly. Okay, pass from the back row. It's taking a ton of damage over time from various attacks right now. You can't stun me twice. I mean, you can, but it doesn't do anything. Undulating Invasion. Oh god. It was the thing out of Aliens. Ew. Alright. Down to 63. Okay. All of the stats have changed. So protection 30 in the back now. Still 70 on that thing. So the different shapes like appear to have the same stats every time. And then this is like a vulnerable piece, it seems like, as it doesn't have any protection at all. Okay. Well then, tell you what, let's go ahead and heal him just to play it a little bit safe there. Sanguish. Oh, it can heal. Interesting. It's got a healing thingy. Alright, well, I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and... Oh, 11 on the front. That was amazing. And then he could crush. Nice. You're gonna die, Mr. Inchoate Flesh. You have no chance here. He's taken like 15 damage over time. Ugh. Even when he remorphs into a version of himself with protection. It's just not gonna matter. Yeah. Taking 8 from those. Okay. Well. Is it 16? Let's just crack out some damage dealing stuff and then boom. Boom, boom, boom.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Okay, we got a Blood Charm, not the greatest thing in the world, and that is going to do it for the Inchoate Flesh. Oh, I didn't even use the Holy Water. Do I want to turn back now? I think I want to continue adventuring. Like, I'm an amazing, unstoppable force to be reckoned with, right? Let's just go ahead and clean out as much of the Warrens as we still can. We're going to be low on torchlight, right? Yeah, we've only got 2 torches left because I was a little overzealous with their use, considering I thought we were going to be out of this fight real soon. He did resist the stun, that's unfortunate. But between some blight and some bleed, those guys will go down in 2 turns. And he was completely ineffective. The Fusilier missed on his first shot. He'll die before he takes his second. He's going to take 4. He needs a little bit of damage. Let's go ahead and just... Oh, man. Let's go ahead and just whiff on healing ourselves. Ugh. Got a little sliced, a little diced. Tell you what. We'll go with that there. The Hound's Harry, I think, should be able to get enough damage on the Cutthroat. And then we'll just focus on the big guy up front. Oh, he dodged it. he dodged it. Okay. Well, that was an attack I didn't need to take. Unfortunate. Let's see if maybe you can do more than 0 for your heals, though. It was all just a test to allow our occultist an opportunity to prove himself. And, yeah. Gonna, like, guard. I don't know why I would do that. I actually wonder how the interaction between guard and retribution works. Like, if they target him, can he riposte while he guards him from even taking the attack? Would that not be amazing? I wonder. I wonder. 1412. Thank you for not coming out with 0, but bleeding your companion.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
At least an excuse to use a bandage, right? That's why you did it. Actually, let's just stick that on him to get the inventory slot cleared up.
As the light gains purchase,
And then we'll push forward a little longer.
and purpose is made clear.
Okay, we're gonna zig and then we'll zag. Head this way for a little while. I am gonna read this stack of books as well. It goes better that time than it did when Ver did it, but not exactly amazing. A little bit of gold. The last of our torches. Alright, and a fight in this room. With our torchlight running low, we're probably approaching the end of this particular journey. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. You'll notice that the critical strike getting the kill no longer leaves a corpse as well. We can... All of you are beastie. Let's get some bonus against the beast damage. I will kill him, but he would get several attacks before he died. Probably not something I'm going to let him do. But I think our occultist can take him out with some sealing spaghetti. Yeah. That worked out pretty well. And incision again. If it could get the bleed proc, which it does. Boom. Man, you guys, once you've had a little nap in the dungeon, are just so much better rested. Everybody's ready to face the day. You'd think maybe, just maybe, you would camp before heading into the dungeon, right? Like, get a good night's sleep.
Remind yourself that overconfidence
Maybe you'd
is a slow and
think to
insidious
sharpen
killer.
your weapons and clean your guns and all of that other stuff that we're supposedly doing at camp. You might do that prior to setting out into the dungeon. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Let's check this out. We could do... I think this is a medicinal herb type thing. Okay. We got a buff. Oh my god, his damage is even higher. Alright, and a disarmed trap. We'll probably have another room fight, I believe, from the shiny icon here. Yeah, a chest with some little webbers and spitters. These guys should be total pushovers.
Begone, fiend.
My minimum damage is more than their maximum life. And double blight. So they'll each get one attack
Such a
at
terrible
most.
assault cannot be left unanswered.
Yeah, that was pretty terrible, not gonna lie. But it's only gonna happen once.
Executed with impunity.
And that'll be it. They'll bleed out and bleed out. They'll blight out before they get to do anything else. Have we got any again self buffs? He could add some dodge to himself for 3 rounds. She can not really do anything. Heal for 1 HP. He can... Oh no. It failed? It didn't work? You can't...
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Maybe they can't guard while they're being guarded. Game doesn't like that very much. I guess that might make sense. Do we bring no keys? We never bring any keys. Shovels don't take care of that. Just the locked ones, right? Okay. At least it wasn't trapped. Deeds. I like deeds. I like deeds a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and be real silly here, and we'll use those up just to grab a couple of deeds, and then press onward even further.
Wealth beyond measure.
Okay.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy
backtrack
alike.
there. We are about to have a room battle coming up from the little chalice symbol. I wish I had a map key or something sometimes where I'm not entirely sure what that symbol versus the chest symbol are expected to represent. 2 across the board, a little bit there. 4, 7, 4, 7. Let's just go ahead and get a kill. And then can't really do much of anything. Might as well grab a little bit of health where we can take it. Meh. You guys are no longer all that intimidating, you know? Well, yeah, I mean, you can grave nibble, stress, and stun. That's a thing that happens sometimes. I'm sorry I called you not intimidating. There. Does that make you feel better? I still respect you as a maggot.
Powerful blow.
Except for the times when I crit for 31. Okay. Are out of torchlight. So that is going to begin to dwindle a bit. Not a big deal. I think I may be able to complete this. We'll probably have our torchlight exhausted by the time we do, but I'm not overly concerned right now. I think these guys are just wrecking it at the moment. Double blight. Even with these guys' higher blight resistance, it's just not enough to stand up to Bercy and her amazing trinketed plague grenade. Let's see, what are we doing here? 6, 7, 3, 3. Let's try this. If we could do the stun, I'd be pretty happy. Okay. Didn't really need the move. We do take a vomit to the face. At least it didn't inflict any disease. That would have been the worst outcome. And he's going to take 4 now. He's taken 3. Those guys are out of the fight. He is a beast, so we might as well roll the lowest possible damage number there. Alright. Let Bercy get the kill, and then it is all about the brawler. Nice! What good did your marking and debuffing even do? Okay. He'll die. He'll die. It's just us and a single brawler remaining. We'll smash him in the face with a shield, crushing his skull horribly. That seems fair. It seems very fair.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I do want this. Oh, nobody has any space, man. Food. Food is a thing we can eat. Eating food is what you do with it. Yes, yes, I do remember. Okay. Bone altar. Bone altar. Bone altar. This feels like a holy water type interaction. I'm gonna try all of the other stuff that I have. Just for some morbid curiosity's sake. None of it does anything. We'll go ahead and let the occultist check it out. It does infuse him. Okay. The dodge is coming from that, so it's damage, accuracy, and crit. Wow. That is an extremely powerful buff. I am totally okay to have. These carrion eaters are not going to know what hit them. Even, yeah, I almost feel bad for the little guys if they weren't trying to eat my face constantly. Let's go for some straight damage across the board here. Hound's Harry. That'll take care of him. And some backline damage. And that'll take care of him. Okay, then. Combat over on 1 round. You know what I think would be kind of a cool mechanic is maybe like a stress being inflicted by the fight taking too long, but then also maybe a slight de-stressing from any time you finish a fight in like 1 turn, or maybe even 2 turns, or maybe anytime you finish a fight without getting hit. Those types of things, like
supplies.
Anytime you just crush the enemy and you're like, oh, well, that was insanely easy. That is worth 500, but we've got citrines that are worth more. We're going to go ahead and start dumping curios. Or curio interaction type items, rather. That may mean that we don't get the full benefit out of something else, but bird in the hand, 2 in the bush, something, eggs before they're hatched. I don't know. Nothing else in that hallway. The torchlight is about to wind down completely. We'll let the plague doctor poke around in there without the medicinal herbs. Not the greatest expectation that anything came of it. Oh, but we did get a torch. I like that, mostly because it kept us from 0. And I'm not a huge fan of the idea of shamblers being a thing that we could encounter at 0 torchlight. The last trap and the last curio. We do already have a scout, so I guess I know that we are done here.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I could take a shambler fight right now. I'm gonna get that cocky. Full health, 0 stress. Like, what better time would there be for us to encounter a shambler? We've got huge buffs going on right now from our campfire. Look at that. 31. If we're gonna try it, we might as well do it under optimal circumstances, which I feel like these are. So I'm gonna continue pushing around, not to just... I actually kind of wonder if you could just run in circles. Like if you just started doing laps around a dungeon, is that a way that you can attract a shambler? Or can you encounter them while backtracking through territory you've been in before, I guess is the question. I'm not entirely sure. Haven't run into to too many shamblers here in the dark, so...
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Running out of more space. I do know exactly where I need to use the shovel because I've scouted it already. I might as well just go for an extra stack of gold from it. Okay. And I'll just avoid walking through that corridor and loop back up to the top. So there's some horrifying sounds that start happening when you're at 0 torchlight. It's just like screaming everywhere. Hungry. That's gonna be our real limiter, isn't it? The food. Sure. Okay. I know you can encounter new fights in areas that you have been to before. That enemy, like random encounters can pop up on the map effectively. But I don't know, I don't entirely know what the mechanics are of the shambler fights, or at least the ones that are not a dark altar type encounter. We'll go ahead and walk ourselves back to the starting room. And if we don't have it by then, maybe we'll come down, we'll grab that last curio, like, from the back, and see if we've found anything by then. If not, you know, at least we've fully cleared out this dungeon. I feel like Pile of Bones is the type of thing a plague doctor might poke around in. She does have a huge disease resist, so that actually kind of worked out. One of those times when applying the correct class to something kind of benefited, as they were just generally more resistant to what it had to offer. Oh god. It's like in stereo, like the left channel screeching is crazy weird. I don't know. If you don't have the sound in a position right now where you can hear that, it's a thing. I don't know if they're supposed to be pig people exactly. And then if I backtrack down this hallway, boy, we walk slow backwards. It's really gonna do it. I don't think we could just do laps. I don't know that it'll do anything. So we'll go ahead and complete the quest. There's no reason to be down on ourselves. We got all the rooms and all the stuffs. We're coming out of it with 4,500 gold plus almost 10,000. Over 9,000 certainly. And a fairly decent run of collected heirlooms as well. Stack of crests. Really just not a stack of deeds, just the 2 we found. Huh, not a lot of quirks. I would have expected more. Released calm, but he became tough and gained the fits. Why? Bear, you did so well. Why would you gain the fits? Oh man. Alright, we'll head back to town. The Inchoate Flesh
There is a great
fell
horror
before
beneath
us.
the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
Of course, oh man, Peckout is still missing. We got a little bit of de-stressing going on. And Poussin doesn't know when to hold him and when to fold him. And he became a bad gambler. Ugh, okay. Well, finances are looking pretty strong. Of course, we did spend 37 weeks preparing for that level 1 boss. So I suppose we can't get too full of ourselves. So that's going to take care of everybody up to defeat the Hag. This is where our level 3 bosses are all going to start. We'll do a little bit of prep work, and then maybe we'll get started on those guys in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, feel free to subscribe to see more videos daily. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other episodes, and I will catch you guys next time.